For the toughest mystery box challenge yet, we've invited the toughest judge from MasterChef US.
You have made it to the final four of MasterChef Canada, and that is a testament to your ability to cook great food and to partake in one of the greatest culinary challenges in the entire world. So congratulations to you all.
Joe came out of the big mystery box. Now it's time to find out what's in yours.
1, 2, 3, lift.
Everything contained in your mystery box has been handpicked by me. I've given you the king of all Italian cheeses, Grana Padano, tender veal, calamari, pork, sausage, and pancetta, fresh burrata, and from my vineyard, a wine I make myself in northeastern Italy called Vespa Bianco. That's for cooking, not drinking.
These ingredients are like top dog ingredients, like best of the best.
Very Italian.
Simple, but they have to be done the right way.
Whoever wins this mystery box will get a huge advantage in the upcoming elimination challenge.
You have 60 minutes to cook something Italian-inspired to impress Joe Bastianich and keep you in this competition. Your time starts now.
I am absolutely cooking for my life today. Somebody's going home and it's not gonna be me, that's for sure.
Just think about my kids and why I'm here and what I'm supposed to be doing here. Just trying to do my best.
There's so much good stuff in that box, between the veal, the sausage, the cheese, the Grana Padano. You could make fresh pasta. You could do a classic veal dish. The opportunities are limitless.
I'm making veal loin medallions with a spatzel, fried capers, a little tomato salad, and I'll be right back.
If they overcomplicate it, I think that could be a big problem for them. You got to keep things pure and simple.
With great classic Italian ingredients like this, it's often a case of less is more.
Less is more.
Super excited and nervous at the same time. I'm gonna go straight Italian today. Fresh pasta, tomato sauce, freshly chopped basil. Making fresh pasta for an Italian.
You know, there's always been a century debate about who invented the pasta, the Chinese or the Italians.
Well, that's not much of a debate.
You know, since you guys copy our pasta, we just copy your handbags. But, you know, for me, it would just be pasta.
Just pasta?
Pasta, nice tomato sauce.
Simple then. Hi, Kaila. So what are you making?
I'm making a stuffed veal loin,
Stuffed with what?
the Parmesan cheese, burrata, basil, some rendered down pancetta, and a little bit of chili flake.
Where's your veal one? Did you
I
stuff
just
it
popped
already?
it in the oven, yeah.
It's
It's
in the
stuffed,
oven?
it's in the oven. I butter basted it.
Very Frenchy, very fancy. You think Italian food, you think simple. All of a sudden, you're like butterflying a veal loin and filling it and stuffing it. Seems very ambitious.
You know, I just really want to impress you. Somebody's going home, and there's only 4 of us. I mean, those odds aren't good.
At the end of the day, that veal has to deliver.
Absolutely, chef.
You can talk the talk. I hope you can walk the walk.
10 minutes remaining.
So some very interesting things happening out there. At this point, I think Kaila, if she can pull off the stuffed veal and if it's still pink and moist in the middle, that would be very impressive, but very, very, very ambitious. I'm really interested in trying Marita's roti.
She's frying it off in a little skillet pan right there, and by the look on her face, she seemed to be quite pleased with it so far.
Eric, who's gone the traditional route, I think he's a little bit confused of what Italian, simple Italian pasta means. Like, I've seen a lot of raw garlic.
You have just 1 minute left.
Worried about overcooking the calamari. It's my biggest concern.
I need to make sure that that calamari is cooked perfectly, because if I don't, I may be leaving the MasterChef Canada kitchen.
Last touches. Want to see good-looking plates. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop. Hands in the air, everybody. Good job.
There's always a chance in top 4 to go home, and I took a risk. I hope it paid off.
I kept it simple today. I don't want to seem very frantic in front of Joe. He doesn't know I'm like crazy yet, so.
I don't usually cook Italian. We'll see how it goes.
I'm hoping that it was cooked well. You never know.
Kaila, could you please come with your dish?
This dish could either shoot me up into top 3, or it could send me home.
tell me about your dish.
Stuffed veal loin with cheese, olive tapenade, crispy fried capers.
Very tricky to get a stuffed veal loin perfect. How did you want to cook it? Medium rare, medium?
Medium.
Medium.
Yeah.
Let's see. Not bad. It's a medium, true medium, so you nailed the temperature. You were able to get a nice seasoned crust on the outside. The filling, I take it or leave it. The pinkness of the veal in the center is spot on, and it's moist and tender and really quite flavorful.
You think you made any mistakes here? The fact there's no starch anywhere to be found.
I think that it was a risk, and I think if you conceptualize a dish correctly, you don't always need starch.
You nailed the cooking here. The color is perfect. It's rested, basted it properly. You think this dish is going to take you to the next level?
I hope so, Chef. I don't want to be too confident, but I think I have impressed them.
This next pressure test will take you back to the world of the professional kitchen.
You'll be making one of the most popular restaurant dishes in North America, and something every chef should know how to execute flawlessly. A stunning New York strip steak, cooked to a perfect medium rare, seared and seasoned on the outside, tender and juicy on the inside.
But there is something missing. Hand-cut frites. Hot, crispy, and perfectly seasoned.
Steak frite, a classic French bistro dish. But don't race to your stations yet. Steak frite needs one more thing. A rich, delicious side of béarnaise sauce. The perfect accompaniment to steak.
So this is what we expect. A medium rare steak, perfect crispy frite, and a flawless béarnaise sauce. 3 exacting elements, 1 delicious dish. But this challenge is not just about achieving the right flavors. It's about managing your time. This delicious trio must all come together at precisely the same moment. Hot and ready for us to taste.
Very difficult.
At your stations, you'll find state-of-the-art equipment. Everything you need to cook the perfect steak frite and a béarnaise sauce.
Are you ready?
Yes, Chef.
Yes, Chef.
Your 40 minutes starts now.
I can't go home because I love steak and frites. The thing that I go out on, I can't eat for the rest of my life, and I don't know how I'll live without steak and frites, so.
This is one of the most difficult dishes to actually master because there's absolutely no room for error.
You've got to cut perfect fries. They have to be the exact size. The judges are going to look at each individual fry to make sure they're all precise.
I noticed Kaila is cutting her potatoes almost with a laser precision. You should have every single potato cut the same size to get even perfect cooking. You do the first frying at a low temperature. Finally, you finish with deep frying at a higher temperature. It's actually one of the most difficult components in that dish.
Kaila, which component are you most worried about right now?
The frites.
Why is that?
Because I've never made frites before. They're blanched and they're ready to get put in.
You sure they're cooked enough?
Yes, Chef, they will be. They'll be perfect for you guys.
Why are you making your béarnaise off the heat?
I'm actually off on, so I don't scramble the eggs.
What happens if you scramble this?
I'm screwed.
Good luck.
Thank you, Chef.
You have 30 minutes left.
Mike has his steak now in the oven.
The steak's not thick enough to be in an oven. I would have it on top of the stove where you can see it, watch it carefully.
I'm basting the steak with butter, and all I'm thinking is do not freaking overbaste this steak.
5 minutes remaining. Get those fries in the basket, guys.
Oh my God, I am so stupid. I put my fries in the 300-degree fryer, not the 375. They're not bubbling.
If one thing could sink Kaila, it's going to be her fries. She is behind everybody, and if she doesn't really pull it together, I honestly think she's going home.
Final 2 minutes. You should be plating.
There's only 3 components on the plate. They all have to be perfect. Everything has to kind of come together in harmony in order to be a delicious experience. Otherwise, you're gonna have cold frites, hot steak, béarnaise sauce, which is thick and gloopy. You don't want that.
3, 2, 1. Hands up.
Time's up, and I'm like, yes, got it all down. It was really close to get those fries down, but I'm actually feeling pretty good about it.
I have no idea how my steak is cooked on the inside. It could be raw, it could be overcooked. I'm not overly confident right now. I don't know if I've done enough to make it to the top 4.
I finished everything. My sauce tastes great, my fries are perfect, and I believe my steak's a perfect medium rare. I can't go home. I really can't.
It's time to taste your steak frite and find out who will be leaving the MasterChef Canada kitchen. Please bring your plates to the front. Kaila, we asked for steak to be cooked perfect, medium rare. What am I going to see when I cut your steak open?
Nice and crisp on the outside and a beautiful medium rare on the inside.
You're confident of that?
Never too confident.
It certainly is a little darker on the outside than I might expect.
Okay.
That is a nicely cooked medium rare steak.
Yes.
See it quite nicely? It's a little dark in some areas, which would lead me to believe maybe the pan was a little too hot.
Yes, chef.
But the cook is perfect medium rare. The difference of color from the searing from the outside edge to a richer, deeper pink as it moves to the center. Beautiful.
Thank you, chef.
It's very, very good. The seasoning is spot on also.
Thank you, chef.
I was very concerned that you were putting too much on.
Kaila,
Hi, chef.
you happy?
I'm very happy with my steak and my béarnaise.
These French fries? Try one. What do you think?
I think they're cooked. I think they need more color on the outside, though.
I definitely agree with you that it needs a lot more sun, I think.
Looking at my fries, all I'm thinking is, where is my purse? I need my bronzer right now. These fries are pasty.
I would pay for that.
Thank you
It's
so much.
delicious. It's well balanced, great acidity. How did you master a béarnaise in 1 hour? You made it before?
Third time's a charm. This is my third time, but I eat a lot of it, so I know what it's supposed to taste like.
It took me hundreds of times to master the basic, humble hollandaise sauce, which is the mother of this sauce. And you've done that 3 times.
Thank you, chef.
Had you nailed the fries, you'd probably have one of the best steak frites with béarnaise that I've ever had. It's so close.
Yes, chef.
So for your first pressure test, you'll be making something that appears very simple, but it's actually quite complex. Pasta.
I'm stoked as a pass challenge. I make passes all the time. I got this. I'm not going home.
And nothing says pressure quite like fresh, handmade pasta. When it's stuffed pasta, there's even more that can go wrong.
And when it is this stuffed pasta dish, raviolo alla uovo, it is especially challenging.
Come up here, guys.
I live in a gluten-free household, and I never hand-make pasta at home. Man, I could be in trouble on this.
It's a single, delicate, handmade raviolo, enveloped in a savory sage butter sauce. The garnish, I would like to see a little Parmesan on there, and the crisp sage leaf. And here's the hard part. Inside is a single egg yolk, and when I cut into it, that liquid gold needs to come running out.
Holy fuck.
The filling is ricotta cheese with spinach. When it all comes together in the right way, it is perfetto. Good luck.
This pasta challenge looks absolutely insane. Glad it isn't me.
You have at your stations all that you need to create this stunning handmade pasta dish, and 45 minutes to do it.
Your 45 minutes starts now.
Making a raviolo such as this, it is a very, very difficult task. It's like walking through a minefield.
I would agree. All the ingredients have to work in concert.
There's a sequence. They have to make the dough first, knead it, get it relaxed.
Let it rest.
Before they can roll it. Exactly. Because if they don't relax it, it's not going to work.
Have a nice bath.
2 minutes. You have 2 minutes left.
Your raviolo should be in the water cooking by now. You should be finishing off your sauce and getting ready to plate.
If they overcook the noodle, that means the egg inside will be solid. And that defeats the entire purpose of this dish, because the wow factor lies in that egg being very liquidy.
Oh my God.
I wonder how many have actually made a crispy fried sage leaf.
10, 9,
Wipe the
8,
plate.
7,
Wipe the
6,
plate.
5,
Come on.
4, 3, 2, 1. Hands up! Hands up!
Oh, I should have cleaned my plate.
I'm really worried about this.
What do you mean? It's perfect.
I'm not happy. I know that I didn't cook at my best. I'm holding back the tears.
I am crossing my fingers, crossing my toes, crossing my little nose hairs. I'm crossing everything that my egg is perfectly cooked and it's runny in the middle.
You've just completed your very first pressure test.
We will taste all 5 ravioli.
Kaila, bring your raviolo al uovo up to the front, please.
Overall, I'm pretty confident about the pressure test because Kayla's in there. I honestly believe that she'll be the worst.
Kaila,
Hello, Chef.
nice presentation, and I see you have some shaved Parmigiano on top.
Yes, Chef.
Well done. How did the crispy sage turn out for you? I get a little crunch. Well done. Let's try the big test. Does that make you happy?
That makes me really happy.
The egg was very nice. So was the pasta. But not bad for a first time out.
These people who say you cannot cook, these guys up there, you're wrong. You can cook.
Thank you, Chef. Watch out. I can cook, and I'm gonna kick all your butts.
It's time for your mystery box challenge.
The home cooks must prepare a superb dish using the contents of the mystery box.
Your performance in this mystery box challenge requires innovation, dexterity, and a little muscle.
I do not want to see any more fish underneath this mystery box. I've dealt with enough fish, especially with the team challenge.
You never know what's going to be underneath those suckers.
On the count of 3, raise your boxes. 1, 2, 3, lift.
Yes, yes.
Only one thing in your boxes today, a classic meat grinder.
I know that we're putting protein in there. I don't really care what kind, but we're dealing with meat today. I got a smile on my face.
Powered by good old-fashioned elbow grease.
Oh, crap. I got my meat grinder as a wedding gift. It's still in the box.
You're going to use that grinder to prepare the ultimate Canadian crowd pleaser, a burger.
Burgers? Awesome. I come from beef country.
But we're not talking about your everyday backyard burgers. We want you to make something creative and unexpected. The most delicious thing we've ever tasted between 2 buns.
To do that, you get to use this. You have bison, wild boar, muskox, lamb, pork shoulder, kangaroo, turkey, and duck breast.
Where's my beef, man?
We want you to think outside the box, maybe even outside the bun. With that in mind, we've provided you with a selection of fresh baked pitas, flatbreads, and an assortment of beautiful buns. And no burger is complete without toppings. All the extras you'll need to make your burger break away from the ordinary.
You will have full access to the equipment room, but you must use the meat grinder to make your patties. You have 45 minutes to to grind your proteins, cook your patties, assemble your burgers, and name your creation.
The home cook whose burger emerges as the best of the best will get a huge advantage in the elimination challenge. Your time starts now.
Behind, guys, behind.
Sorry, got you back. I'm not here to do home cooking. I'm here to take risks and be adventurous, and I think that's what the judges are going to see today.
Kaila, can you tell me what kind of burger you plan to make?
Duck and pork burger, crispy fried onion rings, warm mushroom salad, and a homemade roasted garlic aioli.
Any concerns?
I want to make sure that I have enough flavors. It's not too simple of a burger, as long as I get it done in time.
You have 15 minutes remaining.
It's gonna be the black sheep burger, so I'm gonna use the leg of lamb. I've got some rosemary and fresh oregano, goat's cheese spread, some back on the warm.
You putting wine in it as well?
Yeah. I
That's
want a good
fantastic,
acidity with
man.
the lemon for you.
You finished with this?
Yeah, you can take it for sure.
Okay, bye.
I'm making what I'm going to call an umami bomb burger. So I'm going a little bit Japanese today, which is a little outside of my element. Rendering some duck fat that I'm going to do my burgers in, foie gras, really heavily caramelized onions with, and bison, wild boar. Interesting combo.
So Eric's just moving things along. Caramelizing pineapple, caramelizing some bacon.
That's a lot of oil. Yeah, buddy, moving like the wind.
You have 10 minutes left. And don't forget to come up with that amazing name of your dish.
Lamburg, because my mom says Hamburg. I'm making lamb burgers, so Lamburg.
I can't think.
Come on, burger.
It's going to be bomb.
This is an enormous burger, but when I had it in Greece, it was pretty big. Me and my husband split it.
Julie's just put her burger into the pan, and it is one thick burger. She is going to run tight on time.
Behind.
5 minutes left, guys. 5 minutes remaining. You need to start dressing the plates, putting the garnishes on, and getting ready for presentation.
Oh, that foie gras is good.
Hot. Fantastic. Oh my God, I can eat this every day.
10 seconds left. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands up. Stop cooking.
After observing and sampling throughout the challenge, the judges will now take one final look to select the top dishes for tasting.
Tastes better than it looks.
Generally, we were impressed by your ambition and creativity.
I look at my plate, it's stunning.
There were several burgers that really stood up, and we want to examine them further. One of the home cooks we call forward will get a huge advantage in the upcoming elimination challenge.
The first burger we'd like to see used a bold mix of proteins. It was creatively plated and named.
Kaila, please bring your oinkin duck burger to the front.
I'm just praying to God that they love it. Hi, chefs.
Tell me about the burger meat.
A whole duck breast, pork shoulder, crispy fried onion, melted aged cheddar, and a warm mushroom salad.
Perfect the way the fat came through here.
Oh, good.
So tell me about the inspiration for this beautiful burger creation.
My boyfriend's obsessed with burgers, so I really channeled my burger instincts today.
That makes me weak in the knees. Thank you.
Kaila, you're up here again.
I am.
There's a lot of meat. How many boyfriends do you have?
Just one, I promise.
It's quite a mouthful, but it's a great mouthful.
Thank you, Chef. I am on cloud 9 right now.
In the pantry, we gave Eric some important strategic choices to make. There are 10 different proteins in the pantry. They vary in size, they vary in flavor, and they vary in the trouble in which they can cause you in the kitchen.
They all come from one animal, an Alberta cow. You're gonna be cooking nose to tail today.
Nose to tail, I have no idea what that means. If it was lips and assholes, I know I'd be making hot dogs.
Eric has decided which part of the cow you will be working with today. Eric chose very carefully.
I'm slightly nervous. I've hung out with Eric a bit, so I'm sure he knows what my strengths and weaknesses are.
You have 90 minutes to make us a dish featuring the cut that Eric chose for you. Your 90 minutes start now.
At the end of this challenge, at least one home cook will be eliminated, while the top 2 cooks will be team captains in the next field challenge.
I go into the pantry, and there I see it. I see liver. I just hate that smell. Like, come on.
Oh, oxtail. Oh, boy.
Sweetbreads! I thought I really had it bad with the kidneys until I touched the tongue. It was so gross.
I have no clue why Eric would target me. Maybe he thinks I'm his competition.
I got a brain.
I want to see Kaila cook brains. I want to see if she has what it takes.
I make him cook dessert. He gives me brains. We're not even at all.
You know, the biggest thing about brains, I think, is probably cleaning them well. So I've cleaned them, and now I'm soaking them in some buttermilk.
Eric assigns me the brain. It just fuels me to get through this challenge.
Whenever you underestimate Kaila and you give her something difficult, she really steps up to the bar and really proves herself.
Looks like a little brain surgery going on
I've
here.
never cooked it before. I've never eaten it before.
Tell me how you're preparing it, what the plan is.
So what I did is I soaked it in buttermilk for about 20 minutes. Then I'm gonna deep fry it and dust it with a bit of salt.
Buttermilk will help draw out that blood. It
Yes.
also helps keep it nice and white. So you're going to toss them in what before you fry them?
Some flour that has a little bit of cayenne, a mustard powder, garlic powder, salt, pepper.
Sounds like you know what you're doing.
Well, let's hope.
Maybe you're going to have to thank Eric
Yeah, no kidding,
for giving you brain.
Brain nuggets.
1 minute. You should be plating.
Shoot. I have so much shit going on. I think the steak is good enough to get me into the top 10.
Finishing touches on those plates, please.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Heads up.
I decided to go a little on the rarer side compared to the medium rare side. I don't know what the judges are gonna say about it, but I'm happy with it.
Oh, I'm making it in the top 10. I'm not going anywhere. I'm staying, for sure.
Kaila, please bring up your dish.
I am feeling really good. Everything on the dish is looking pretty damn good.
Kaila, can you tell me all that's in your dish, please?
Crispy fried cow's brains with grilled polenta, sauteed mushrooms, and then a little bit of arugula.
Sounds good.
So nervous.
Personally, I think you had the toughest ingredient to work with. This is not a perfect dish. The polenta is under-seasoned. The brains, though, are cooked to a T.
Thank you, Chef.
You continue to raise the bar.
So what I am expecting is crispy calf brain with velvety, smooth center. You know, that's what I get. Eric chose the brain, especially for you, because he thinks you lack some. You can tell him from me, you're wrong.
You're wrong. So there.
No, she's not gonna be in the bottom, which is unfortunate.
I am absolutely the cook to beat because I can make brains perfectly.